Hi, you're welcome to a virtual entrepreneurship class today. This time, we will discuss on timeless strategies that drive successful entrepreneurship. In today's ever-changing business climate, an entrepreneur can easily become overwhelmed. Therefore, it is vital to stay focused on your goals for the company. Even with a firm strategy in place, every entrepreneur should do these 12 things to ensure a path to success. However, we will discuss 6 today. Anyway, my name is Ezenwa Ibe. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Now let's jump into the point. The first one, conserve cash no matter how good your business is. Frankly put, live as cheaply as possible. Entrepreneurs should be as conservative with their money as possible to be able to deal with any rough patch that arises. Conserving several months' worth of operating expenses will help you survive most of unforeseen circumstances. The second one, listen to customer feedback and adapt. Salespeople know the adage, always be closing, referred to by the acronym ABC. Entrepreneurs have an acronym too, always be adapting, or ABA. But entrepreneurs can evolve their business only when they are listening to their customer feedback. It may not mean much if one customer doesn't like your products or services, but if this is true for many of them and they are requesting another feature, listen and be ready to adapt. In my last video, I narrated how Chinedu lost his GPS-enabled cycle company due to lack of feedback from his customer. So, do wait to watch that content too. Now, the third one, respond to change. In business, change is inevitable, and those capable of responding are flexible and versatile. An entrepreneur must be prepared to accept change and adapt business operations accordingly. Be flexible. Don't be left behind if a shift in your product or service is warranted. Realize from the start that where you are is likely not where you will be at the end. A lack of adaptability can result in a loss in customers, profit, and even total collapse of your business. Take for instance, there was a time in banking sector in Nigeria, precisely 82,000, when you must stick to your bank branch to make transactions. But guess what? Standard Trust Bank, ably led by Tony Elumelu, brought a disruption and introduced internet, or what we may call interbanking. Then this term was born, New Generation Bank and Old Generation Bank. Hope you remember now. Then I was banking with Afribank. It was not easy for the so-called Old Generation Bank to integrate. Another example, still in banking sector, there was a time when you must have a certain amount of money before you open an account with many of the banks we know then. Now, still in early 2000, Guaranteed Trust Bank, another New Generation Bank, brought a disruption and introduced a 0 naira account opening. Then students all move in with GT Bank. Then if you don't have big money, you can't open a savings account with Zenith Bank. But today, those people who were students then in early 2000 are now employed in different sectors. And also, some are entrepreneurs. And they still maintain their account with GT Bank and the new generation banks. So what's the point? Respond to change, or better still, anticipate change in your sector. As an entrepreneur, understand that the world is evolving rapidly. Even a company founded a year ago could bring disruption in modus operandi. Yes, the world customarily commend big players like Tony Lumelu, Elon Musk. Yet, there is room for everyone in the game. The fourth one, think big, act small. Small droplets will end up filling the bucket. There are no too small battle or small gains for you to wage. All victories lead to your success. Win them and be happy for it. You find out more from Jason Jennings. Now let me tell you a little about him. Jennings did extensive interviews at his 9 featured companies to find out exactly how they consistently increase revenue and profit without using manipulations or gimmickry. He reviews their unique approach to leadership and shows how any company, no matter the size of the industry, can benefit from following their examples. Think big, act small may be the most powerful management book you can ever read. Check it up and read. The fifth one, lead instead of playing the boss. Be a mentor, a model. You are the person with the ideas, the vision of your company. You know where you want to go. Your collaborators should trust you and do their best to follow your trace, your footprint. Leadership is the most effective power. Use it to motivate and achieve. A boss manages their employees, while a leader inspires them to innovate, think creatively, and strive for perfection. In order to be a good leader, follow these guidelines. Be humble. If you are a leader, then you are a team manager as well. Communicate. Share with others what you are trying to achieve. Ask for feedback. Then think strategically. The sixth one. There is no such thing as a perfect plan. There are only imperfect but good plans. Waiting for perfection will cost you time and resources. Working with what is available is not only timely but smart. Therefore, making mistakes is no problem. Not learning from them is the real problem. Hope you know that. As you make your wins, you also improve on your past errors. The more you do, the more you learn to avoid hurdles on the way. Take for instance, when I started planning for my relaunch of my YouTube channel with a perfect studio, I soon realized that a perfect studio will cost an enormous amount of dollars. I then shift to good plan. And while I was usually going to YouTube to watch content, an ad of Dr. Malik, a YouTube coach, shows up. I followed it and I noticed it was just a token I need to pay to join the 7 days YouTube channel challenge. I discussed it with our company and they accepted for me to join the training. I was enrolled. Now, You too can check up Dr. Malik on the channel challenge link that I'll drop at the description below. Now, I hope you must have learned a lot of things from these 6 points that can put your entrepreneurship journey on a good footing. Now, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Please subscribe. Yes, that red button. Click it. Yeah, click it. You can tap the next bell. Yes. Now, I know you have a lot of points. You have an input to make. Can we see, please, at the comment section? Drop your comment. We will chat from there. Thank you so much for watching from Ensure TV. Cheers.